Okay, yeah, we're recording. This is episode, what is it, four,
For yep.
five, four, quarantine session, outlet to reality. Either name, we're going both names. It's like saying it like we're like the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. The what? The Colorado Rockies based in Denver.
Right.
The Vegas Golden Knights in the Mojave Desert.
Dang. There you go. There you go, man. Yeah, also, man, for those who are stressed out, they need a place to escape. If you're running away from your wife or from your husband, you need a you need just some silent time or some good laughs.
Yeah,
You gotta
God bless
join.
you if your spouse is a cop. I mean, I
Right,
think the
right.
killing is starting at home there.
That's very true. Yeah. So if you need a spot to leave or get out, come to the outlet to reality with your boy Yaakov, what it do, and your boy Hami. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a blast. That's a guarantee.
Well, yeah, we'll get all to America's chaos and America bleeding as a country in just a second. But first of all, this is day 82 of the quarantine. And if you go outside, you would think that there is no quarantine happening. You would think that there's no stay-at-home order. Uh, Everyone is outside. The weather is just getting nicer and nicer. Everyone's outside. Everyone's walking their house. Literally, everyone's leaving their house now. Everyone's been driven crazy. And for me myself, I have been going insane, absolutely insane. Even though I just got a haircut, I feel great. But I feel great, especially coming out of the shower because I don't have to deal with so much hair. So
Right.
yeah, and it's just been getting very warm, and I'm trying to break a sweat every day. But yeah, I also I'm still not respecting cops. So that much hasn't really changed. Uh, I refuse to join in on the riots, even though I agree with the message, the premise. The system needs to change. I just don't want to get the virus.
I'm with you, man. I think, like, honestly, speaking about that, like, well, actually, before I get to your second point, your first point about getting a haircut, you're so lucky because yesterday I literally shaved my hair, and on the back of my head, I know you can't see it, but there's a big old bald spot, and the rest is like all patched up, and some is like a lot of hair. And because I don't have a mirror to look behind, I was literally like, man, dude, I look like an idiot. So I literally went to a coffee shop today, and I had this lady looking at me from behind, and she was laughing because she saw there was a pile of hair gone, and she was like, "Man, this guy's an
And your
idiot."
bald spot back there probably has a beard with it too and a face.
Right, right. And so she was dying laughing, and I could tell she was making fun of me. So I was like, man, there's nothing to get mad of because it was my fault. So I'm gonna laugh about it too. So I started laughing, you know.
Sometimes the weather will just affect your mood. If it's way too hot outside, you're just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna deal with it today.
Right.
I'm just gonna deal
And,
with all this shit today.
right. And to be honest with you, I cut my hair yesterday because I was so bored, and I haven't got a haircut for like about 3 months.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do?
So
What else are you gonna do on day 81?
right,
Hey, you're gonna watch
exactly.
Kobe highlights. That's it.
Right. Press play, rewind, Oh man, it was crazy. But like, yeah, like going back to like you were saying the second point, like the riots, like honestly, man, like George Floyd, great guy. It's sad what happened to him. Rest in peace. Um, I see why people are getting mad because they want justice. And to be honest with you, like there's a difference from a protest and a riot. Now, if you're gonna do a protest, I understand. You know, say and give a speech about what you feel, what you don't think is right. Everyone has a right to share what they think. Right at the end of the day, I just think that how some people are taking it, where they're destroying mom and pop stores, going into Target. like these big companies, AutoZone, Foot Locker, and stealing all these items. And I just think right there, you're taking it too far. It's almost like you're not taking this serious. You know what I'm saying? Because you're basically taking away people's jobs in a way, because these stores are about to open and now, they can't, function the same, even though some of them, they do have insurance if something happens. But I was seeing that Chicago had a really bad, like my friends, they went to the, I have friends that went to the protest, and some of them went to work and they were recording. I was like, man, they trashed Macy's so bad. And one of my guys is like, bro, to be honest, if they were to broke into a T-Mobile, and you wanted that new phone you've been always telling me about, you were gonna take that iPhone if they gave it to you, like, here, take it. And I'm gonna be like,
Yo, listen,
damn.
if a Foot Locker is available, I will go into that Foot Locker and take everything. But
Oh man.
because and also there won't be like the workers, assuming the workers won't be there, you won't get the annoying guy being like, hey, what do you need, hey
Hey.
buddy, hey, what do you need, big guy, you looking
Yeah.
for something? No, it's like I'm just browsing. You ever heard of just looking around and just seeing what stuff just looks, how much they're priced, how ridiculous the price is, and leave? You ever do
Right.
that,
That's true, man. That's true.
Yeah, so if there is a Foot Locker, I do not condone. I do not condone this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. If you were listening to this and you stumbled upon, like, randomly, you just went to a random part of this podcast and this was it, I do not condone any of this looting. But if it's a Foot Locker, okay, and if it's a Target, fuck Target. So yeah, we'll do it to them too.
That's crazy, man. You crazy. That's why I like you. I mean,
Mom and
you're
pop
very.
places, though, like, that goes without saying. Like, that's a moral thing. That's not something that I mean, especially even if it's like I mean, I don't know if it's like a restaurants, but it's mostly like corner stores, right? Like from what I've
Yeah.
seen.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, man, like that's a whole problem on its own, and I do think rioting is necessary to make change. It's just that it won't be. I have a feeling that this time around just won't be enough, because we're gonna be forgetting about it in about a month.
My thing is like, okay, I understand like people have to, get out there and stuff like that, but like, see, I feel like a lot of people are taking this in a different angle. Like, so like Malcolm X, one of the biggest leaders
Well,
in
it spiraled
America.
out of control because it's just the whole pandemic.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. But I feel like a lot of people are taking what Malcolm X taught back then, where at one point he did was for violence when it come down to protesting, but when he went to Saudi Arabia after that and saw how black, white, and all races were praying together, eating together, and when he flew back to America, he literally came with a whole different idea about love and peace, and the best way to bring out justice and stuff. So I feel like, honestly, man, like, because there's only really in America, I feel like there's two ways of looking at a protest. You can look at it like Martin Luther King, you can look at Malcolm X, but Malcolm X, like I told you, when he came back to America after his trip in Saudi Arabia, he literally changed his idea, and it became better and better. And he's still a leader to this day, even though he's gone. But that's what I mean. Like, I feel like people gotta just, stop acting like kids. Because honestly, man, do you really need to break that window? Like, honestly, like, they're not the ones who, you know,
Don't tempt me
um,
now. If it's a Target, I will break the shit out of that.
oh man, well, you
I
do
got
you,
loot of the
man.
slugger. I'll take that shit down.
Oh man, I know some people will go get those Pokemon cards. Oh, I gotta catch them all, Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? All these kids would get them, but yeah,
I
man,
literally
it's
would
it's
steal. I would literally steal stuff like Nutella and stuff like that, and like
yeah.
Oreos, maybe some cereal, and maybe like some rugs. I do need like more rugs and like towels,
Oh my,
maybe some paper towels, stuff like that. Just like basic grocery shit, and then maybe like a jersey on the way out.
you're funny, man. I'll give you a list next time, and you let me know what you got. from that list, I'll be so happy, man. But there was a thing I was gonna tell you that it popped in my head. Oh yeah, so like honestly, man, like you know, Vegas, we've been having a protest too in downtown. And to be honest, we haven't had any riot. You know, knock on wood. You know, no one broke into any stores.
Fucking hot. That's why.
Yeah,
It's
everybody's
too
like, "Yo,
cold
we
at
got."
night. That's probably why too.
Probably it's still hot when it's night, so it's pretty bad. But I'm really glad that didn't happen. One quick thing I wanted to ask you, like, get your input. So for me, with that situation with George Floyd, um, I felt like the officer that need him, that when he said I can't breathe and he need him, I honestly they should convict him first degree murder, and the other police officers that were there as a bystander and two holding his knees, my opinion, they should get convicted for manslaughter to get real justice. My opinion, because they part of being a police force, whatever. You're like a family. You're like a team. So if you see one fucking up, you gotta help that one to not make the same mistake, correct them. But they didn't do shit. So I'm just saying, like that's kind of what I think should be done. But what do you think with that situation? What should happen to those officers? Honestly.
Well, I opened up some article, and this is one of those fucking pages where like a video will just be playing. So a video might have went in for a second while you were talking there, but just for like a second. But yeah, I'm just looking up just like some information on this murderer, Derek Chauvin, the murderer, the fucking bastard that killed this guy. And this guy had 18 prior complaints against him.
Damn.
That's not a
And they still
surprise at
kept
all.
him. Yeah.
And I'm trying to look at only 2 of the 18 complaints were quote closed with discipline. And communities against police brutality, nonprofit place, blah 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 blah, created a database for complaints against officers. He received oral reprimands for using a demeaning tone, derogatory language, and other language that merits discipline. So he just seemed like an asshole. And then the other guy, the Asian guy, Tu Thao, had 6 complaints filed against him. And then these other
Dang.
2 guys, not Tu Thao, not that other bastard who killed him, J. Alexander Kung and Thomas Lane. Now, from what I remember, J. Alexander Kung is the guy who like spotted him first and like tried to get a weary George Floyd into the car, and I guess he wouldn't oblige, or he just was confused or something, and
Yeah.
then ended up on the ground, with fucking dude's neck on his knee on his
Yeah,
neck.
man.
And you heard about the story that they both were security shifts at a nightclub, right?
Yeah.
Like they both like maybe they knew each other, maybe they didn't, maybe they knew each other in passing, maybe they've seen each other before. So that's very interesting. Uh, Side story there, and then this last one here about his wife. Um, so yeah, this guy Derek Chauvin is married to like an Asian woman, and that alone is kind of a red flag. It's like just a weird power dynamic there. Um, but yeah, she immediately divorced him when she found out his privileges were up to use.
Oh
So he
man.
couldn't even get out of jail card or whatever, because of his skin color. Like his like he has no use for her anymore. Basically, that's probably how she's.
Right.
So she's kind of like she's kind of a sellout, I guess, to him. But she's
But
also
right.
like, I'm not really feeling bad for her because this guy had 18 complaints against him, against
Dang.
against people, against the public in
Yeah.
Minnesota. So it is in Minnesota too. Like, like there are a lot of like Native Americans in Minnesota, and I know there's like a lot of black people in Minnesota. Um, but there's also a ton of white people in Minnesota. So if you're getting complaints from white people, wow, man, like you must be doing something wrong, or you're just
Right.
dealing with another, a standard Karen on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
man, like it's absolutely disgusting. I don't know if you saw the LAPD's statement, but they
No,
basically
I didn't.
blamed his death on the rioting and the looting, which is a whole nother level of dumbassery.
Yeah, that's really dumb.
Because he's just like, yeah, because this shit didn't start until like hours after.
After,
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
that is
it's
so dumb.
it's honestly it's baffling, and yeah, I mean it makes me like another. Even though I was totally anti, you know, police and stuff like that, I'm like further there now.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like this rioting, it is necessary to like make change, but like I just feel like the rioting, like it won't happen for long enough. Like it's gonna die down a little bit, and next thing you know, we'll be forgetting about it in like 2 months.
that's true, man. That's true. Yeah, like I actually just heard today on the radio, um George's mother said basically that the daughter of George Floyd, she'll come home now without her father, and life is gonna go on, right? But these officers are gonna go home still and see their kids. So you
Yeah,
see
as far as I know, though, Derek Chauvin got arrested for
the one.
yeah,
Go
the
ahead.
knee guy, the guy with the knee,
Oh, the knee guy.
uh, third degree murder.
Oh man, see
Um,
that's not
but
that's too
usually
weak, bro.
how these things go is that like usually the officer gets off the hook, and like during the investigation where the police investigate themselves, it's just comical. It's comical.
Right.
Uh, uh, yeah, like usually when this happens, like these people who instigated the situation, the crime, they go on
Yeah.
paid leave. They go on paid vacation. Like,
Right.
oh, you shot a black guy. Like, oh, here, take some paid vacation from the police union's, money or whatever. And,
Right.
we're going to protect you, protect and serve ourselves.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Yeah, that's messed up, man. Yeah. Like I always say the biggest like for me, right? I have some friends that are in the police force, which is kind of good because if something goes down, I have them as a backup, you know. It's good to have that relationship, right? But for those who don't have any contacts with the police force, it's a little scary because anything can happen to you, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like the best way to help the inner city or the communities in like the minorities basically is having an open discussion before this whole protesting, right? But I'm just saying in general, having an open discussion with the police force and the people. Because right now, since I was little, even before my times, people that lived in the rough communities or in the inner city, they don't feel comfortable talking to a police officer or trusting a police officer. That's how it is, you know?
Well, I think
And even
like I think your idea is great in theory, but the problem is that like they're gonna look at this and be like, all right, we just got to go to this seminar, talk about why we did what was wrong, and then just forget about it after that. Like the discussion thing, like we got to take like that next step past discussion,
yeah, yeah.
and
I'm
for some
just
people, in between that bridge, there's a rioting.
yeah,
um,
yeah, that's true.
I don't know, man. Like it's like it's like it's not just like a police thing, it's like an institutional thing. Like it's like it really needs to start, and I don't even really know, but it really does start with like the little things, like the stuff that we should be expecting from like these
Yeah,
big companies that make statements, even though they are kind of useless statements that are supporting what these riots are about.
yeah,
um Even though again they're kind of useless because like we don't even like like we know like the person who's tweeting that does they don't like they're not putting all their time and energy into this, at least not until yesterday or whatever.
yeah,
um so yeah, man, like I really like there are some people who refuse to come to put out that basic humility, that basic statement saying that yeah, we stand with BLM. um Yeah, man. Like, I saw someone on my Facebook post something about like how, like I don't understand how this is a white versus black thing. The officer in question didn't even look that white. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Oh man, that's
Uh,
crazy. You
yeah.
you want to you want to? I'm sorry. Go ahead, man.
No, I mean, I was just saying, like, he just like that whole paragraph that he posted just came across as just like bootlicking to me.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like I had this is crazy thing that you're saying that because Friday night I went out, right? I forgot to tell you this Friday. Basically Vegas just opened their bars and gyms, and
Phase
um,
three.
yeah, phase three. And actually, this Thursday we're gonna open all the casinos in Vegas, but there's gonna be like a limit. I think like only like 20 people can be there because they're still working on a way of not having it so full. Because you know, a casino you can have so many people in there. But I was gonna tell you that basically what was it about Vegas? Oh shit, I forgot what we were talking about, man. My brain is like farted. We talked about the bars. Oh yeah, so I went to the bar. I remember. So basically, I went to the bar. I met with some friends, and I met this guy who was Hispanic conservative. You know, I'm really cool with anybody. Like, I don't care what you believe in, as long as you don't, try to start a fight, physical fight. I'm all good. Or talk about my mama. We all good because mama she'll get mad if I don't do anything, so I gotta be there, protect her. You know the drill. But anyways, he was saying we had a discussion about that topic, and basically he was like, I don't really think that situation with George Floyd had to do with race. That was his thing. I was like, and he said it can't be an I don't think it was race hasn't been a big issue since basically Rodney King. Hell no. I was like, nah, man. I'm sorry, brother. Break the news, but this is reality. Like, this happens a lot, you know? And he was telling me, man, it's because, like, I grew up in the white neighborhood and stuff like that in California. So I haven't really seen, racism. I'm like, brother, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you need to expand yourself, go out in the community, anywhere outside of your little town, because that's not life. That's where kind of stereotypes come in. You know what I'm saying? But it's very surprising to see a Hispanic brother, my brother, saying that he really doesn't think that there's any anytime there's a police brutality, it has to do with race. That it only is about lack of training, or it just had to,
Too
whether
much
it's,
training, maybe.
or maybe yeah, some. But I'm like, nah,
Acting
man.
like
And
they're
yeah,
terrified 24/7 when they have all this shit on them. They literally have like a
right,
holster of shit with them, like
right,
pepper spray, the tear gas, which is like their main thing now. But like, obviously they got the gun, and then you got the
yeah,
handcuffs. You have literally a whole. That's one thing I want to do. I want to, if we're playing in like a video game
right.
simulation thing, I want my sneak thing, my sneak mode to be at 100%, so I could steal that shit from them. Maybe invisibility cloak. Maybe I can do something
Yeah.
like that.
I mean, I do got some cheat codes. I can share it to you. I might just have to download it to you, and then I
X
got you,
X
bro.
Y L T L T R1 left right down up left right down.
And jump, and don't forget to jump, and that's it. And it comes through. But yeah, man, that's crazy, man. It's crazy that all that the the police and everything, man. But you know what, man? Honestly, I'm glad that um, there's people that anybody, right? I'm just glad that we're having a open conversation and stuff like that. But one thing that I have to tell you this, so it's crazy. This guy told me that he's been pulled over by the police twice, and they were the nicest people ever. So that's kind of why he sees that there's not really any
Oh,
police
that same guy.
brutality. Yeah, same guy, right? You know what I told him? I said, brother, I got pulled over by the police in Chicago 7 times. And honestly, they weren't the best situations ever. I'll tell you one real quick. I told him that basically I got pulled over by the police. One of my friends, he's black, really cool guy. And there was a car. I noticed it was a car following me. And I told my coworker, look, I know this is a police officer. He's about to pull me over. And I had a feeling, even though I could see it behind me, right, while I'm driving. I drop off my friend. Guess what happens? Whoop, whoop. I said, oh, man, I know it. That should have been a lucky charm right there. I get pulled over. Officer comes out of nowhere. You got any weapons in the car? Like he's yelling in my face. The first thing he says. I'm sweating. I'm scared. I'm like, this is the moment I'm about to die. So I'm like, I'm thinking like trying to be a rapper at that moment. I was gonna be like flicking the wrist, saying like trying to do something.
You gotta get
I'm
there.
trying,
We all have our own inner Rick Ross.
yeah, something. Got the money in the bank, shawty, what you think? So I was just like, man, I was scared, man. I was sweating so much, like if I ran a marathon. Then I told him, officer, I don't have any weapons. Pulls out his gun, pulls out the flashlight, checks my entire car, and technically they're not supposed to search your property if they don't have a warrant. I mean that's right there in the books. They checked my stuff. I was with the officer for probably an hour, and he said to me, "So what are you doing in this neighborhood?" As you clearly saw, officer, in a nice tone, I dropped off my friend to the apartment, to his house. You know what I'm saying? So I gave that guy where I was telling you, the Hispanic conservative, like basically, you know, you got to see reality, man. And honestly, like a real police officer should have been like, do you know why I stopped you? Or license and registration? Or how's it going, buddy? Something. Give me something, but don't be screaming. You have any weapons in the car? It's almost like he asked me, "You got any chicken fingers in the car with ketchup?" You know what I'm saying? Like
Like
this ain't
by
no
weapons, you
drive-through.
mean I got chicken nuggets right here.
Right,
Got the
exactly.
spicy nuggets here.
Yeah, I mean this is not a drive-through. I know in the drive-through you gotta scream at the person on the phone.
Oh man, it looks like our call got shut down.
You know what I'm saying? When they were like when you go in the drive-through, of course, if you're gonna order for everybody, you gotta tell them, "Hey, look, man, I want some like you got chicken nuggets, I want ketchup."
What?
You know,
What?
yeah.
If I
Can,
want,
can you
and then
say
like the whole block can hear what you want, what you're about to have.
right? So I'm like, man, like honestly, that's why we should have gone to acting. Like we're pretty good. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. We got style. We got style.
Never too late.
Um, never too late, brother. But something I wanna switch it up a bit. I want to talk a little bit about high school. I think high school is a great topic because we both of us, we graduated. Knock on wood, we passed. Uh, uh, and
Still
I
waiting
know a
my
lot,
ACT results.
right? And a lot of young people, they just graduated actually this week. They had their ceremony in their house. I mean, sad they didn't have a real ceremony. Like I call that last minute resort. But anyways, it's sad that they didn't have an actual, like what we had. We had special privileges. But I think it's great to talk about like our past and kind of things that we've done. Like one thing I wanted to ask you, Hami, is do you remember any old crushes you had in high school? Like any stories about them that you could think of?
In high school, I mean, I had a couple that kind of like filtered in and out. Once it got to like my junior senior year, it kind of fizzled out. And yeah, I mean, like my freshman sophomore year, and even like my freshman year, I wasn't even like super like crazy about anyone. No, man, I didn't even have that many like high school like middle school, yeah, maybe, but like High school, yeah, not really. At least not like
That's it.
my last 2 years.
But do you remember her name or like how she looked?
Yeah. I mean, I actually do remember a couple, a couple girls who, I kind of, what do you call it? Wanted to flatter, I guess.
Oh, okay, all right, all right. I mean, you got game. I know you got game. I knew you had game, brother.
I did go to prom. I did do that. I did not tell the person that we were going as friends, but I did go to prom.
Ooh, dang. So that means you hit the jackpot. If you hit,
Yeah, I hit not a home run, but I did hit a triple down the
okay.
left field line. Yeah.
Oh, dang. Was she tall or short?
Uh, about maybe like an inch shorter than me.
Okay, okay, all right. I mean, I
So
see
yeah,
that. I see that.
not that tall.
Okay,
But
that's
yeah,
cool,
I did
man.
not. I didn't realize how Christian she was,
Oh,
and then she
okay.
got married like a little after
Damn.
high school. She's about a month older than me, and she has 2 kids.
Oh, wow. So you
I
were gonna
have
marry
none,
her?
so I like to think I'm winning, but probably not. I don't have any little me's running around.
Oh, well, hey, that's good, man. Right now this is not a great time to have kids. Not just kidding, man. It's great to have kids, but we need them because everybody's dying from this COVID-19. So we definitely need to bring back the population back to how it was.
No, please, let's keep it down. Let's keep it down. I want more room here.
Oh man, you funny how me. But wait, that girl that you were saying that you were dating, like, I mean, you went out with prom with. You guys like, how you say it? Like, were you gonna marry her? Like,
No, no, no,
is
no,
it?
no, 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 no.
Oh,
I was not like that, like romantically, like attracted to her, and I think she thought that I was, and I
oh,
did not make it clear that I wanted to go to prom with her as a friend.
oh! I see what you mean. I thought like this is what I was thinking. So I was thinking because she was, Christian, she wanted you to get married with her right away. So
Yeah,
then
I think that
you,
that's what they were thinking, like her family or something like that, like a little after high school, and
oh
I did not realize maybe until like I went to her graduation party
yeah,
at her house, and the love for Christ was unreal.
yeah,
Don't get me wrong, just Christ sounds like a great guy and everything, but I don't know, man. Like just the obsession with this guy, and like just the whole thing about Christianity. And I was never about Christianity at all. Like, especially someone who didn't grow up with that religion. So I was also,
right.
kind of like an outsider in that sense. Um, yeah, but yeah, like uh, I did not make it clear to them, and I think that she thought that I liked her a little bit more than I did. And it was an
Damn,
awkward summer. Awkward
damn. She
summer of
probably,
2013,
damn.
and
I
then
was gonna
she
say she.
moved to Spokane, Washington. So she's closer
Okay.
to you probably than she is to
Yeah,
me.
yeah. She probably is, man. Yeah, but she got married, so I can't do that to my boy. You know what I'm saying? I can't. Try to make my move. I
Hey,
can't do that to
please marry her. I have no qualms with whoever she's married to now. I mean, I'm sure they're
Nah,
running a very nice Christian family there.
that's good, man.
But
Nah, I mean, I'm
not even
good.
trying to be like an asshole. I mean, I really
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
I think she's. I'm assuming she's doing well. Come to think of it, maybe they moved to Florida. I don't know,
Okay.
but
You
they
want me
did.
to?
I know they went to Florida for like a couple months or whatever. They're one of those people who do like missionary trips and that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I can pass you to her in line 3. Not just kidding.
Please do.
We
I
got.
will. I think this would be a great reunion.
Yeah, right.
7 year later.
Oh man.
I'm still the same.
Oh man, that's crazy. That's a good start, man. I like that start. It's
I that was barely
interesting.
a story. Well, how about you though? How first of all, how many crushes and was it over under 96?
Ooh, I gotta say I had at least like over 30 crushes. I don't know, 90. My school was pretty small. It was a small school. It had only 200 students. And
Oh,
but
what? So
we had
that's a lot then. So like those 30, 40, that's
that's a
almost a
big
third of
deal.
the school there.
Yeah, yeah, it's not bad, not bad. I
Wow,
was
you
real
really love
picky.
that school.
Yeah, man. Honestly, like
You must
there
have
was a
looked forward
lot
to
of
school every day.
I was, man. I was like a little kid ready to say Chuck E. Cheese. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just so happy. But yeah, like honestly, there was this girl I remember, like my first crush. Her name was like Ashley, real pretty. She had curly hair, real thick. She had like a body, like a real legit like Kim Kardashian, Puerto Rican, badass chick. And I would talk to her during school and after school. And I noticed that there was a senior spinning game and making moves. So every time I tried to talk to her, she would kind of keep the conversation short just so she can go talk to this senior guy, right?
And how old were you at this point? And she, I'm guessing, you guys in the same grade.
Yeah, yeah. So we were freshmen. So we were about
Oh
like,
my god,
yeah,
this is an
yeah,
18-year-old grooming a 14-year-old here,
yeah. And you know, it's
maybe
crazy.
17, and maybe 13.
Yeah, you might be right. Another, you know what I'm saying? We another R. Kelly, you know what I'm saying?
Oh
Or
man, the next R. Kelly, the next Karl Malone.
right, or the next Bill Cosby, he's
Oh
dead,
man,
you know what I'm saying?
next Matt
But
Lauer, the next
but I'm
Harvey Weinstein. All right, time out, folks. Time
yeah,
out.
right, right. But like I was like, man, this girl, she's really pretty. She always smelled good. She always took a shower every day. Man, she was just like, and
I
we had
hope
a
so. I
uniform.
hope you take a shower every day
Yeah,
too
no,
back then.
no, I took a shower, yeah. But we had like uniform, and I think the
Oh
girls'
no.
uniform they look cuter. So you know, it just got me excited. But the crazy thing is, she ended up getting pregnant with that dude
Oh
after high
no.
school. So she had a kid, and I'm like, see, girl, if you would have picked me, we would not have a kid. I'm just being real. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking out. I'm looking out for your investment, girl. But she didn't see the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying?
Now,
Now,
what if the joke is on you and she wanted a kid after all with that guy?
then, oh man, then, you know, there's so much
It's
you could do.
unlikely. I
You
don't know.
know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, right. But there was another girl I remember real well. Her name is Nicole too. Badass chick, bad. Like I mean, they were best friend with this Puerto Rican chick. This girl was Colombian, really pretty face, really pretty body, and I would talk to her here and there, make her laugh, And one time we were getting ready for I think prom or homecoming, right? Homecoming, my bad, homecoming. And there was two girls next to her in the locker room. They're all pretty, and I was friend was one of her, hey, would you like to go to the homecoming with me, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, being smooth. But because her friends were kind of cock blocking me, I felt like I lost my opportunity because she was like, so what were you gonna ask me? And I kind of blanked out because I'm like, man, fuck it.
This is
Like,
in front of her friends.
yeah, yeah. And I was like, it's just gonna be embarrassing. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to be a private and it didn't come out private. So I'm like, oh man. So I missed my chance. And then I remember one time, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like being in high school, I did not have the confidence I have right now in today's century. Back then in high school, I had no confidence. I was pretty scared, quiet. I was funny, but I was kind of reserved. And to be honest with you, I used to do a bet with my friends where if I saw a pretty girl, because I know I was scared to go up to them, I would be like, hey, bro, look, if I don't go up to this pretty girl, I gotta give you $5. That would really motivate me to go
Yeah,
talk to the
that
girl.
motivate anyone.
Yeah, so I went and I was like, hey, girl, what's up, And I used to ask, this is funny. I mean, I don't know if I told you this, but I used to ask all the bad kids in high school what were their secret to get with these hot girls. You know what they told me? I had like 3 or 4 answers. One of them is like, bro, you just gotta tell them you got a big old booty and that you're the only guy that understands it. And I actually was thinking about that. I was like, man, is that really gonna work? And I had another guy's like, no, 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 you gotta be like this. Tell her, I don't like you for your booty. I like you for your beauty. And so, what I'm saying? They come up with really cool technique. I'm like, man, that's okay. You a little clever, but to be honest with you, man, high school, real talk, I noticed that most of these assholes or these popular kids, if they were to tell the girl, hey, mommy, how you doing? Let me get your number. Right away, the girl will give the guy the number and sleep with the guy within a week. It is sad. Vice versa. I felt like back then people didn't really have values in high school. They were like kind of free birds, you know. They did whatever they wanted, and I'm like, yo, that's so. And now, if you were to try that, if you like today, right? We're adults now, and if I went to go see a pretty girl, I'm like, hey, mommy, girl, let me take it to the back. She gonna slap the shit out of me. Bam.
He's gonna
Next thing you
call
know,
you
I'm a
Mr. Cosby.
right. She might even call hashtag me too. You know, the movement. You know what I'm
Time's up,
saying?
my friend.
Right,
Time's up.
right. Right. So we screw either way. So I'm just telling you, it's crazy. But my my last thing I want to share with you, a funny story. You're gonna love this. I mean, one we had this little spot. It's like a senior's lounge when you become a senior. And basically, there was this really big girl. Like she was big. This girl could probably break my queen size bed. And don't get me wrong, I love big girls. I love skinny girls. I love thick girls. I love any kind of girl. As long as you don't break my bed, that's the only thing. But this girl, she wasn't my type. She was like big, but she wasn't. She was like the ugly duckling that fell in the fucking pond. So, like she was not my type. She was decent. She was decent. But anyways, I was there reading or texting on my phone, and she was sitting on the couch next to me. And you know what she said to me, homie? You're not gonna believe this. She's like, "Hey, David, um, let me look at your dick." I said, I said, girl, you trying to get me in trouble? Because you know we in the school. I'm just saying, you know we in the school. Come on, David. It's gonna be real quick. I can make you real happy right now. I say, nah, girl. I don't want you to make me happy. I'm already happy. I don't need anything else. She gets more closer, right? Her breath stank. She smelled like a booty and cheese. I don't know what she had. She gets closer. David, please. Like, I really want to see it. I was like, girl, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because I had to think quick, right? Right, I gotta be honest with you, but my dick's a robot. And I need double A's. You know what I'm saying? I need double
What?
A's.
But okay,
I need double.
okay. But first of all, that first part, my dick is a robot. I think that will likely get you into the bed with her.
Oh my! Well, I was trying to hide away. I'm trying
I
to
think,
run.
yeah, I don't think that would have worked in your favor. With I don't
Yeah,
know how that ended up, but um, yeah, I think the way to go if someone approaches you like that, you got to say that you have AIDS or something. You got to
right.
say something like that.
Yeah, dude, it got so bad. She eventually went on top of me, like her
Oh
legs.
wow, like harassing
Yes,
almost.
yeah. I was like, damn, I got a big ass girl on top of me. She really wanted to see what I got. But here's the thing: it's not free 99. You know what I'm saying? This stuff comes with value. It comes with a lot of effort, and I don't need no girl to mess it up. I was really embarrassed. I was sweating, man. I was like, my friends are gonna make fun of me
You know what
because
you had to do. You actually lost a great opportunity here. You could have sold her a picture, not a picture, a
uh-huh.
portrait of your penis, and you could
Right.
have had her paid for it, and no one could have known about it.
That's true.
Well, I guess
That is,
people would know about it if you sold her a picture, um,
right. Couple
especially if you
G's.
pass it in school.
Yeah.
That portrait.
Oh man. But dude, honestly, that's not a bad idea. I should have if I were to go back in time, I would definitely,
It's
take your
there's still
advice.
time, David. There's still time for people to ask you that question.
Right? Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. But now not to go a little different route. I was gonna ask you a question. Going back in high school, what um I don't know if you went to house parties, but do you remember when people used to use in Chicago? Because you're from Chicago, we use a lot of the term juke. You remember juking?
Yeah.
Okay. So juking, for those who are not from Chicago, juking is basically when a girl grinds on you. And it's one of the best feelings of all times. Just saying. But anyways, it has been so popular, right? Back in high school, that I actually found out that in Cali they call it wanging and swagging at that time when it was called juking. Nowadays, in the 2020, it is called twerking. That girl was twerking on me.
Well, that
And,
definitely twerking was definitely a thing. Even like when I was in high school,
oh, for real?
it started to become a thing. Then
Oh, okay.
maybe when I was in college, my first year of college.
Yeah, yeah.
But
It's
I do remember
crazy.
twerking being a thing even like 5 years ago. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
but yeah, like grinding was also like the term too.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, juking.
You remember that, right?
Yeah, I do. I do. The juke era.
Did you see that? Like, did you witness it in high school? Like, did you
Did
see
I
it
witness
firsthand?
it? I
Did you see it
experienced it,
firsthand? Oh shit!
but not in high school.
Oh, okay, okay.
Not in middle school.
like after school party or
No, no,
like
no. It
after
was actually
homecoming?
just at some concert I was in maybe 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. Um, but yeah, yeah, that was it. It was short. It was like 30 seconds.
Am I? Oh, well, let me ask you this: am I right or wrong? It's one of the best feelings of all times.
Yeah, I won't deny it. It is a pretty good feeling, but only for like 40 seconds. It's okay. Eight
Man,
out of
dude,
ten. I would do it again.
okay, that my boy, me. That's my boy. I knew you had game, bro. You got
It's like
game.
at
And
worst, yeah, 8 out of 10. Yeah, that's fine.
you know what's crazy? I actually got juked back in, I say, fifth grade. I went to an all black party. I was the only Hispanic, right? In the projects. Like, this is the hood in Chicago. And I didn't even know I was at the projects because, I'm cool with everybody, you know what I'm saying? So I get in the party and I see these girls juking, right? Juke. I saw people like their eyes start popping out. And I was like, man, this looks pretty good. The birthday boy goes, hey, David, did you be an honor? He said, hey, girl. David, right now. And I had this girl dancing with me. She was beautiful. I was like, like my voice started changing. I was like, yeah, like,
Start changing your
yeah, like,
appearance.
yeah, like everything's like, I was like, damn, I'm feeling like Superman. But that was like the one of the dopest experience when I was little. And then when I got older in high school, man, dude, I used to get you so much, man. Like, I was the happiest guy. I used to get into fights with my cousin because one time me and my cousin, we went to a house party and we lived together, right? He's like my brother. He danced with the biggest crush I've ever had in high
Oh
school.
no.
And here's the problem. He knew I liked her. He knew I kissed her. And he still had the girl that juked him. And I was so mad when he came home. I was like, I became like the godfather. You fucking bitch. How could you? My own blood, my voice started changing, And, and my cousin's like, bro, it wasn't me. It was her. I was like, bro, don't try to play yourself like you Adam and Eve trying to pretend like the girl made you eat the fruit. You ate the fruit, you touched the fruit, you messed up our friendship. But I forgave him after that. I was just mad that day, but I ain't gonna lie, that destroyed my heart. But I'm back to reality. But yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I mean sometimes the brother is more important than the juker.
yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Not the jukebox, but yeah.
Anyways, that's gonna
Oh
wrap it up
damn.
for us. He's Dave Montalvo. I'm Hami Arain. Quarantine session, day 82, outlet to reality edition. We'll be back with more. We might even have another guest on the next one. Any last words,
Oh yeah.
David?
That's it, brother. I'm really glad we got to see you again. Talk. I think this was our best one, to be honest. I really
Yes.
like this one.
Yeah, this is a good one. We're good. At least talked for like a good 30, 40 minutes. So, yeah, time just flew by. But yeah, we had a lot to say. America will still be bleeding, but we'll see how long it lasts. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully, we just see some change in institutions.
Right. And and don't forget, I gave you that list in Target. So if you get that thing that I want, let me know. Ship it out. I appreciate that. And I want that
Yeah.
iPhone. Get that iPhone for me. Get that iPhone.
Yeah, if anyone wants me to go to Target for any reason, I'll probably be stopping by there to loot and riot. I'll be bringing my pitchfork and stuff like that with me. But yeah, if anyone wants anything, guns, tear gas canisters, maybe you want an RPG, or do you want I don't know, maybe one of those planes? Do you want a helicopter? It's gonna be like GTA 5. That's how I'm gonna play it.
Oh,
That's what the
okay.
store is going to be set up like, like the gun shop in there.
Yeah, yeah.
So if you guys want me to get anything, I got it for you guys.
Okay, okay. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I do not support any of that. I don't want the FBI coming after me.
Yeah,
Anyways, that's it
please.
for the show. We'll see you guys next week. He's David. I'm Hami. See you guys next time. Thanks for listening.